the series named as A Book a Day. Today we are reviewing a classic book of all times, that is, drum rolls, White Nights by Fyodor Dostoevsky. This is one of the really classic books. A lot of people have heard about it. A lot of people have read it also. Like, I don't know how many million copies of this book has been sold out. I personally like this a lot, but not to that extent that I'm overly hyped, overly excited, overly joyful that I bought it. It's a good book. I will recommend it. I have also read Crime and Punishment by the same author, but I have DNF'd it in between because I was not understanding the whole scenario, the whole theme, the plot. So I have DNF'd it in between. I would not recommend to anyone. That's why also I have not uploaded a video also on that book, a review also, because I don't like it. I have DNF'd it in between, so I don't know what that book is all about, because I just don't read it, because that is not something that my material is. I don't resonate to it quietly. So I was like, why not give it another chance to this author? He's a Russian author basically, and I've heard a lot about him. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna read this book. It's very short, it's pretty fast paced. You will be able to complete it in hours because it's very short paced. It's about a person who called himself a dreamer, and he is very lonely, very hopeless, extremely deprived of love. He has no one around him, no parents, no siblings, nothing. He always lives in his imagination of finding true love, finding happiness, finding joyfulness in his life. And he always wander on the streets. One day he come across a woman on the street, and he falls in love with that woman, right? Like, that's what you call love at first sight. He looks at that woman and he fall in love completely, and then they talk about for straight 4 nights. That woman and the man that I'm talking about, they talk about 4 nights. The woman also confesses his love to him, and the woman also tell him that I really love you and all that stuff. That they are made up of each other. They never want to leave each other. They truly are soulmates, all that stuff. But one day an incident happened that they both are on the 4th night basically. There are 3 nights in it, or there are 4 nights in it, and on the 4th night, when they both, the man and the woman, wandering on the streets, an incident happened that the woman leaves the man, leaves the dreamer that I'm talking about, and the woman goes to someone else. And after that incident, that plot is really amazing. That how the woman basically leave the man and go to someone else. That is an amazing plot in it that I would highly recommend it. That it's a very good plot, nice. It's not that, I would say it is not that to that level of how the writer is in general. I don't know what I'm saying, but I have seen a lot of quotes of this writer all over the Instagram reels, and I fall in love with him because the amount of deepness, the amount of thought-provoking messages that he has is exceptional. That is something an extraordinary mind can only have. But in this book, it is pretty normal and everyday thing that happens a lot of time, that happens in a lot of people's life. But I would say it's a nice book if you really want to read this author out, just because you are seeing a lot of quotes of him on Instagram. I would not recommend this book to I would not just recommend this book because it is not something really new. It is not something, I would say it's a classic, right? So it's not something really new, really theme absurd, really plotted and all that twist and turns. It doesn't have that. It only has one twist in it, one plot in it, and that's all about it. So it is, I would say, 2 stars for me. I personally would not recommend this book because I don't really enjoy it. But if you really want to give it a try of just, you know, reading a classic book by a Russian author that is very famous, so you can give it a try, but I would not recommend it from my side for sure. So this is how the cover looks like. The cover is really beautiful though. Look at that. It's a penguin over here. But it's a nice book, but not recommended by me. If you really want, you can go and buy it and read it, but I would not suggest you to read it out.